Yep, it's that time of the year again, and I've got to tell you, I have never ever seen the garlic as good as it is this year. It is incredible. I'm going to break this video down into two halves. The first half is going to be all about atmosphere. Let me just very quickly interrupt this intro. You see, since creating the intro on day one, day two turned out to be something rather special. So I've decided, rather than break the video up into two halves like I just said, I'm just going to concentrate on my elements, the elements of me capturing images. But do me a favor, if you are a skipper, skip all you want on this video, but please don't miss day two. I'm not just saying it for clickbait, but the images that I captured on day two were the best garlic pictures I've ever captured, and possibly the best woodland images I've ever created as well. Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video. You know, sometimes when you come into the woods, especially in an environment like this where there just seems to be so much to do and so much going on, some people find it a little bit overwhelming, or they find it's just too busy to try and find compositions. And what I find is, throw your camera on a tripod or even up to your eye, zoom in, zoom out, and try and find compositions within the viewfinder or on the live screen. It really helps. But like here, for instance, to the naked eye, there doesn't seem to be a great deal going on. It seems to be super busy. But then all of a sudden, the light comes down and it just lights up just a couple of garlic cloves or garlic flowers, whatever they're called. Then all of a sudden, a composition presents itself. But don't just stop there. Play around with the composition. There's no point just focusing in on a nice garlic flower that's lit up. Think about the background, think about the composition, think about the foreground and background, and then just basically have a play. Like even here, for instance, now if I put you guys in camera, I'm just having a bit of a play with, if I zoom all the way out, you can see, I mean, that in itself is a lovely shot, just like that. But then zooming in, I'm really interested in this tree here in the back. I think that's quite nice. So a couple of things I could do from here. I could just isolate, I mean, look at that, it's a wonderful shot. Then I could choose that there to show off more of the garlic, or of course, your typical shot like that. I mean, that in itself is just beautiful. How far out can I come without bringing those other trees in? So without moving from here, I've got the lit garlic that's a shot, all in this same vicinity. That as a shot, moving back out, that as a shot. I can compose it like that, or of course I could compose it like that. Both of them are absolutely stunning. And without moving from here, just pointing my camera to the right, as you guys can see over my shoulder, there's a birch tree. I mean, who doesn't love a birch tree when it comes to woodland photography? So without moving from here, camera on a tripod, zoom in, zoom out, and have a look for compositions. It's that simple. Don't be overwhelmed, or don't try and find that killer shot every time. That is stunning. Before that light changes, I've got to grab that picture. Most photographers do when they come into the woods, especially during garlic and bluebell season, is they tend to magnetize themselves towards paths. Paths are a no-brainer. I'm going to photograph, there's a beautiful path through this woods as well, and I'm going to photograph them later. But I get much more enjoyment from hunting down compositions whereby two things. One, I have to work at them, and two, if I've had to work at them, the chances are lazy people wouldn't have bothered. What most people do is the simple shots where you can stand upright, place your camera this high on your tripod so you don't have to bend over or kneel down like I'm doing now and grab a path shot and then walk away. Now don't get me wrong, path shots are fantastic and I'm not having a go at you if that's all you do. But I get much more enjoyment out of working hard at my compositions. And I've got one here that I want to show you. Take a look at this. So all I'm looking at, these, I'm not sure what they are here, I'm not sure what they are, but they're quite nice. So the greens there contrasting against the garlic and the three trees in the background and all the mess going on there is wonderful. And as I'm talking to you now, the light's coming out, the sun's coming out and lighting these up. And oh wow, look at that. That is just fantastic. Just so nice, that dappled light just breaking the canopy, hitting the floor. Oh, and you could just see now how it's changing. Isn't that amazing? That's just incredible. That's a simple composition, but I can almost guarantee that pretty much any photographer that's come here wouldn't have grabbed this. Found a lovely little composition here. I've just come in off the path a little ways and take a look at this. That's so nice. And what I like about this particular shot here is you've just got a small clump of garlic here, which I think is quite nice. It sits probably, well, fine where it is in the middle of the frame. And you've got these two gnarly looking trees in the background to add a bit of atmosphere, and I think that's really nice, just like that. I might have a bit of a play to see if I can isolate this area here. I don't like this area here. It's a bit of a shame. I might go slightly further to the left. I'm just very conscious of, I don't want to trample down this garlic because A, it's aesthetically pleasing right now for dog walkers and people, but also photographers as well. I don't want to ruin it for other photographers, but this is really, really nice. I suppose, could I include it? I could include it like that. So it would be 1, 2, 3 in the background, but the problem is we've got this patch here and I don't like that patch. So I'd much rather come in and just make more of a feature of that little patch of garlic there with the two gnarly trees in the background. This is so nice just here. Ooh. Look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? So, bit of a path going off into the background with the gate here and focusing on these trees here, or the leaves should I say, in the foreground, which I think will add a nice bit of interest. I just want to create a bit of separation there. I'm trying desperately to stay away from this tree here, but I also want to keep that on the right hand side and not in the middle. So in terms of the background, I'm looking at something like that, and all I now need to do is to try and figure out a way of capturing these leaves in the foreground. I'm at 24mm there, so I could maybe go forward just a little bit more. Something along those lines like that there, that's nice. After checking the weather forecast for the following day, I decided to stick around. And I'm so glad that I did. Just look at that light. As you can probably tell, day one has turned into day two. I'm at the second location and I couldn't resist staying overnight and waiting for the sunrise in the morning. And take a look at that. That is quite something. I was pretty excited about the first shot of the day, but trust me, things were about to get a whole lot better. This is so cool here. I've got a wide open vista and it's quite difficult to achieve this, but I'm trying to get a starburst with the sun just peeping through a gap. But it's very difficult because the undergrowth is so thick. There, got it, just there. Oh, F22, I'm down to 1.5 seconds at ISO 400. But that looks, oh, that is so nice. That is so nice. If I put you guys in camera, it won't come across as good. The thing is, it's impossible to show you guys in camera the starburst effect because at 125th of a second, which is my shutter speed whilst filming, at f4 I'm at 2500. So for me to close the aperture up to f22, it'll probably max out the ISO of this camera. Having just said it was impossible, I decided to give it a go anyway. And you can just about see the starburst. It's so difficult to get that starburst. The undergrowth is so thick in the background. So thick, and I'm restricted with where I can stand. But yeah, that's the composition. It's a little bit wider than that when I actually take the picture. Oh, this has to be the shot of the day for me. Oh, I've got the starburst. I've got the light rays. I've got the composition. That is just something else. That is so cool. To coin my own phrase, it definitely was cool. And already I was feeling grateful for yesterday's decision to stay another day. I found a beautiful composition here. Utilising this log in front of me as foreground interest that incidentally has just been lit by that gorgeous sun. Oh, look at that light. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that. We could have looked at it if you remember to record the back of your camera, Gary. Ho, ho, ho. And on top of that, if we can manage to get a sunburst up here, then I might have a second image of the day, if there's such a thing. Oh, that is gorgeous. Just there. I've got it, I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. Quick, quick, quick. Take that shot. There you go. My new shot of the day. That is something. That is worth being here for 2 days just for that one shot. Oh, that is gorgeous. Out of all the years I've been shooting garlic, this is by far the best morning I have ever had, and this is more than likely to be the best picture I've ever captured. Look at that. Oh. And I've got the sun against a big tree, and the tree is blowing in the wind ever so slightly. So every now and again I'm getting a starburst when the sun is clipping the tree, and then the starburst disappears, then it comes back again. So quite literally I'm grabbing a few shots just to try and capture that starburst. And oh, I'm bracketing as well, just to ensure I get the starburst and the bright floor. So the darker sky with the starburst and the bright floor. If you look at that, that's what I've captured. That's pre any editing whatsoever. That's the darker version, that's the lighter version, and that's the mid version just there. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Surely I couldn't top my favourite image of the day, could I? Large prints are like buses. You wait ages, then more than one turns up at once. Right, enough messing about, Gary. Time to reveal the images. Oh, what a morning. In actual fact, what a 2 days. Yes, 2 days in the making of this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed its contents, especially the pictures that I've captured. I'll put my favorite picture up in a second, but before then, do me a favor, as always, help support the channel, give that like button a bit of a nudge. If you're new here and you want to find your way back, then consider subscribing as well. And also, please don't forget to check out the workshop that Adam and I are running in Canada. Until the next time, guys, cheers.